Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining me again today. It warms my heart to know you are here, giving yourself this moment of calm and reflection. Take a breath. Settle into this space. Let yourself arrive, without hurry, without pressure. This is your time to pause, to listen, and to reflect. The question I invite you to reflect on is this: what is something in your life today that your future self, 10 years from now, will thank you for? This is a different kind of question. It does not ask about regret. It does not ask what you wish you had done differently. It asks about gratitude. It asks about the seeds you are planting today that will grow into blessings for the person you will become. Think about it. Imagine yourself 10 years older. Picture that person clearly in your mind. How do they look? What kind of energy do they carry? What kind of peace or wisdom rests in their eyes? Now imagine them sitting across from you, smiling at you, thanking you. What would they thank you for? This reflection invites us to see that our lives are not just made of big achievements or grand events. They are made of small decisions repeated over time, which shape who we are becoming. Sometimes it is the quietest choices that matter the most. So let us begin by thinking of the simplest actions, the ones you may not even notice, but which hold the power to transform your future. Think of your health. Perhaps you have started drinking more water or taking a short walk in the evenings. Perhaps you are choosing to stretch, to breathe, or to sleep a little earlier than you used to. Right now, these may feel like tiny efforts, easy to overlook, but in 10 years, your future self may look back and say, "Thank you for caring for me before I even arrived. Thank you for protecting me in ways I could not yet see." Think of your learning. Maybe you are here because you want to improve your English. Maybe you practice listening carefully. Maybe you repeat words, sentences, even when no one else hears. These moments may feel small, but they are seeds. Your future self, fluent and confident, will look back with gratitude. They will say, "Thank you for being patient. Thank you for not giving up when it was difficult. Thank you for giving me the gift of understanding and connection." Think of kindness, the kindness you give to others, and also the kindness you give to yourself. The way you greet a neighbor, the way you listen to a friend, the way you forgive yourself for mistakes. These things may not appear in a calendar or a list of accomplishments, but they matter. They shape the heart of your future self, and one day they may look back at you with tears of gratitude, saying, "Thank you for choosing love when it would have been easier to choose bitterness." We are often taught to look for success in numbers, in wealth, in recognition. But this question reminds us to look deeper. What you are doing today is not only for today, it is a message to the person you will become. So pause with me here. Imagine your older self, 10 years from now, entering the room. Imagine them smiling. Imagine them sitting down beside you. What is the first thing they thank you for? Is it the care you give to your body? Is it the discipline you show when you wake up early, even when you feel tired? Is it the way you continue to learn, to read, to ask questions? Is it the way you held on to hope, even in times when hope felt far away? Your younger self may have dreamed of who you are today, but your older self is shaped by what you are doing now. Every habit, every word, every choice is a thread in the fabric of your future. And so, in this first reflection, let us recognize the beauty of small beginnings. Perhaps today you drink a little more water. Perhaps today you practice one new English word. Perhaps today you choose patience instead of frustration. These moments may pass quickly, but in 10 years they will be remembered. Let me share with you a little story. There was a woman who many years ago decided to take just 5 minutes each morning to write in a notebook. She did not know why she was doing it. Some mornings she wrote only a sentence. Some mornings she wrote her dreams. At times it felt like nothing, but 10 years later she had shelves of notebooks, and in them she found the record of her growth, her pain, her joy, her wisdom. Her older self looked back and said, "Thank you. Thank you for taking those 5 minutes each day, even when it felt pointless. You gave me a gift I could not see at the time." What about you? What is your version of those 5 minutes? What is the small action today that will be a treasure tomorrow? This is the beginning of our journey with this question. It is not about grand promises. It is about noticing the small choices, the hidden seeds, the everyday efforts that shape who you are becoming. And so, my friend, I ask you once more, what is something in your life today that your future self, 10 years from now, will thank you for? Take your time. Let the question stay with you. Hold it in your heart as we continue deeper into this reflection. Let us keep walking through this reflection together. We have already touched the surface of what your future self might thank you for, but there is so much more to uncover. Think of this like sitting under an autumn tree, the leaves falling slowly around us, each leaf carrying a memory, a habit, or a choice that has meaning. Together, we are gathering these leaves, one by one, and holding them gently. When you think of your future self, do not only imagine health and learning. Imagine courage. Imagine the moments when you step forward, even though fear whispers in your ear. Think of the times you say yes, when it would be easier to say no. Starting a new job, speaking a new language, beginning a project, meeting someone new, moving to a new city. These choices are not small. They are acts of bravery, and your future self will look back with gratitude for each time you dared to try. Perhaps you are standing today at the edge of something uncertain. Maybe you want to begin writing, or maybe you want to open your own business. Maybe you want to travel somewhere you have never been. These ideas might feel heavy or impossible now, but imagine yourself 10 years from today, living in the reality that began with this first step. Imagine your future self leaning back, smiling, saying, "Thank you for not letting fear hold me back. Thank you for planting the seed of this dream." Courage is not always dramatic. Sometimes courage is quiet. It can be the courage to rest when the world demands more. It can be the courage to forgive when you have been hurt. It can be the courage to speak gently when others choose anger. These decisions might seem invisible, but they shape your spirit. And your older self, looking back, may whisper, "Thank you for choosing peace. You gave me a lighter heart to carry." Think of relationships again. What you are building today will echo into the future. Perhaps you are making time for your children, even when you are tired. Perhaps you are caring for your parents, showing gratitude for the love they once gave you. Perhaps you are nurturing friendships, calling someone just to say, "I am here." 10 years from now, those relationships may be your greatest treasure. Your future self will say, "Thank you for loving when it was difficult. Thank you for not letting distance or silence separate us. Thank you for protecting what matters most." There is also gratitude for learning to release. Right now, you may carry burdens you do not even notice. Stress, anger, guilt, comparison. Imagine that you begin today to let some of them go, slowly, carefully, one by one. 10 years from now, your future self may look back and say, "Thank you for not carrying those weights for me. Thank you for giving me freedom. Let me share a story with you. There was once a man who, when he was young, believed that success was the only thing that mattered. He worked late, he pushed himself beyond his limits, and he carried stress like a badge of honor. But then, one day he began to change. He started taking long walks. He began to listen to his children more closely. He stopped measuring himself only in numbers and began measuring himself in moments of peace. 10 years later, he looked back and realized that the small choices to slow down had saved him. His older self whispered, "Thank you. You gave me back my life." This story is not only his, it can be yours too. What are the small changes you are beginning now that will protect you in the future? What are the things you are learning to value differently? There is also joy. Do not forget joy. Your future self will not only thank you for discipline and hard work, they will thank you for the laughter you allowed, for the music you listened to, for the sunsets you paused to admire, for the quiet evenings when you chose to be present instead of distracted. These moments of joy are not wasted. They are memories stored in your heart, ready to shine again when you are older. Think again of that image of your future self sitting across from you. Their eyes are warm, their smile is gentle. They lean forward and they tell you what they are grateful for. Perhaps they say, "Thank you for giving me health. Thank you for giving me wisdom. Thank you for giving me love. Thank you for giving me courage. Thank you for giving me joy." Every small choice you make today is building that gratitude. So let us pause here and reflect together. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself honestly, what am I doing right now that my future self will thank me for? You may already know the answer, or perhaps the answer will come later quietly, when you are walking, or resting, or looking at the sky. Do not rush it. Let the question stay with you. And as we move forward in this reflection, remember that the purpose of this question is not pressure. It is not about perfection. It is about hope. It is about recognizing that you have the power to shape a future full of gratitude by the way you live today. My friend, we have walked together through this reflection, and now we return to the question once more. What is something in your life today that your future self, 10 years from now, will thank you for? You have seen that it does not have to be something grand. It can be small habits, quiet kindness, patience, or joy. It can be the courage to start something new, or the wisdom to let go of something heavy. These are the gifts you are preparing for the person you will become. The lesson is simple. Today matters. Every step, every choice, every gentle act of care becomes a seed planted in the soil of tomorrow. And when your future self arrives, they will carry gratitude for what you began here and now. So I invite you to carry this question with you. Let it guide you in moments of doubt, in moments of hope, in moments of choice. Ask yourself often, what will my future self thank me for? And let that answer inspire you to keep moving, keep learning, and keep loving. Thank you, my friend, for joining me in this reflection. Stay positive, stay curious, and keep walking with an open heart. And remember, this is just one of many questions we will ask together. If you found meaning here, continue your journey with us on Yarvin's Questions. More gentle reflections, more thoughtful stories, and more opportunities to learn English while learning about yourself are waiting for you. Take your time, reflect deeply, and I will see you soon.